I'd like to welcome St. Vincent College to the stage. The Bearcats are represented today by fifth-year head coach Dr. Ron Dolciato and senior offensive lineman Cullen Higgins. St. Vincent. Coach Dolciato, we'll start with a few questions for you. Last year, the team had to work through some inexperience at a few key positions. Can you reflect a little on last season and talk about expectations for 2018 as a whole as we sit just a little less than a month from the season opener?
Well, our expectations are always going into a season to be the best possible team we can be, compete every day on the practice field, compete during our games, and win championships. I mean, that's what this is about. We want to get to a point here at St. Vincent where we're competing for a championship on a yearly basis. We weren't very good last year. I'm not anybody to pull punches. I'm sure Cullen will tell you that. We had to do a better job playing. We have to do a better job coaching. And I think we had a brand new attitude going into this year, where our kids understood that last year was unacceptable and what we're trying to do. So we've put parameters around our team, and the expectations have changed to a more disciplined, no distraction type football team. So we feel really good about where we are when it comes to that.
Offensively, the quarterback position is one where you kind of took some lumps last year. There were some good moments and some teachable moments for sure. This year, with three guys back that gained important experience last year, what are you expecting from your quarterback group?
Well, I expect the three that are returning, and really this is my fifth year coaching. This is the first year we've had any quarterbacks returning. So it's kind of a new experience for us. But we have three guys that all started games throughout the year, which tells you that we didn't really have somebody that took the lead. So we played all three of them. All three of them are returning. We have a couple freshmen coming in that will compete. We also have a transfer coming in. So everybody will have an opportunity to play. There's no incumbent right now. But the good news is the three individuals that did play for us last year all have experience, and that should definitely help us this year working through our offense.
The offensive line is probably your most experienced group. That includes the player representative here today. What does that group bring to the table?
I like our offensive line this year. I think we're more athletic. We have some size, but we're athletic up front, and I think that's something that we've kind of lacked in the past. Cullen next to me has been, he's a 2-year starter. He'll be a 3-year starter for us. He's a student of the game, always brings his notebook, and is always, we'll be talking about pass routes, and he'll be writing things down, and I just kind of look at him and go, what are you doing? He goes, I just want to know everything that we're doing, and he does, and that's great to have a lineman that understands everything that we're doing schematically. And, he won't say this, but, Cullen's a great person off the field, and he does have two different personalities. On the field, he is a different person. He's a guy on the field that you want playing for you. He plays with an edge, and I'm real excited for him in his senior season. But, we look forward to our offensive line really leading our offense this year. So there's some pressure on them, but I feel really good about it.
A lot of underclassmen played key roles in your defense last year. What are your expectations for the defense this year, and what has to happen for them to improve?
Well, first of all, our off season, and they did get experience. We started throughout the year 7 freshmen on defense for us. So anytime you're coaching a college football team and you have 7 freshmen playing for you, they didn't all start together, but we started 5 freshmen, pretty much 80% of the time. And they got experience. They're all returning. We didn't lose any of them for any reason at all. So, defensively, we expect our defense to lead our team, or at least I do. I think, our coaches are excited on the kids that are coming back. I feel we have a great linebacking core. I think that's the strength of our defense. and they're all young. They'll all be sophomores last year. They all got great playing experience for us. So we're looking to really up. Listen, it's no secret you win with a great defense, and we've had some great offenses here, but we've never had a stellar defense, and that is going to be huge for us to be successful this year.
Coach, last question for you. What is your overall outlook for the PAC this year? The league has been very competitive over the past few seasons. This year will be a little different without Thomas More. So touch upon the schedule week in and week out in the PAC this year.
Well, I just think the PAC, since I've arrived here 5 years ago, it has progressively gotten better. That shows last year with 2 playoff teams and both of them going and winning playoff games. Earlier that was stated. That doesn't happen. So that's a great feather in our cap. The league's tough. It's very good, and if you're not prepared every week to play and your kids aren't focused in, bad things will happen. So we understand that. I think we've learned a lot from last year's experience, and I think our players are focused, our players are ready, and they know the challenges that we have. We go to New York playing Ithaca. They're not in the conference, but people have asked me, why are you opening with such a team like that? And I said, we're not afraid to play anybody. We have teams in our league that are just as good as them, so we're going to go out there and see what we're made of. So we're excited about the league. I am excited that we all play each other. I think that's great. I think that it balances things out. So it should be a very competitive and entertaining football season for the PAC.
Coach, thanks. Cullen, a couple questions for you. The offensive line returned some experienced players, including Ian Eshelman and Danny Simcoe, along with a solid group of sophomores. What are your expectations for your position group this season, and what are areas you think the group can improve upon from last year?
I think the main expectation is to have a calming presence over the offense. We're going to have a lot of young guys, especially at the tailback, quarterback, wide receiver, you name it. There's going to be a lot of young guys in our offense. So if we're able to just, sort of gel as a unit and make sure that we can have that calming presence, we can get some stuff done. And the biggest thing to really improve on for us is just our fundamentals, because we have a lot of depth, but a lot of them are young. We have 4 seniors that are going to come back and play, but if we can just show them the fundamentals and how it is to actually play in a real game on a Saturday, then I think we should be pretty good.
You enter your senior season as one of the most experienced players on the offense and on the team as a whole. How do you think that will affect your role as a leader on this year's team? Also, what are some individual goals you've set for yourself in the upcoming year?
As a leader, a lot of guys look up to you, and playing helps. They see you on the field on Saturdays. It's easy to take that and become a mentor with it. So, but I like to take a lot of guys under my wing, especially guys that I see a lot of potential in, and that goes back into recruiting. We bring in a lot of really good guys on and off the field. So, and then individual goals, just to be the best man I can be for the team. And with the coaching staff, we're surrounded by such great people. They give you a good opportunity to do that. And we're gonna see what we got here in a couple days. We're ready to go.
During your 3 seasons with the program, you've seen some ups and seen some downs as a team. How motivating is it that to the players returning for this season, especially the group of seniors, knowing that this is your last year playing collegiate football?
It's incredibly motivating. The first thing that we always said when we came back was, just when I was a sophomore, my first year, fully playing, was, we started the year 4-0, and that was one of the things we showed some of the kids, because we brought in some big classes, freshman and sophomore-wise, that weren't really around for it. That was an incredible time. Everybody showing up to practice with an incredible edge and excitement. And it's not too far away, and I think we can replicate that very easily with the stuff we got going on. So that's one of our big selling points this year.
Cullen, last question for you. You played your high school football locally at Fox Chapel. Can you discuss playing in the PAC and the opportunity to compete against guys you've played against for so many years?
I was lucky to play at Fox Chapel. It was when the Whippeal still was Quad A before they sort of messed some things up. But That was the true quad A too. That was the real quad A. But thank a lot of guys at Fox Chapel, to make this possible for me coming to St. Vincent. But playing in the PAC has been great. The way that they value academics is absolutely important, and then to even fulfill it on the football field and other sports that Joe and yourself has helped us do. So the PAC is incredible. I think that the pipeline to the WPIAL should be incredibly important, and even all over the country. And then we're getting a lot of national attention for that.
Coach Dolciato, Cullen, thank you guys. St. Vincent will get its season underway on September 1st at Ithaca College.
Take this.